So today I'm going to talk about how to train an alert. And this can be a touchy topic within the service dog community because it seems there are two definitions of alert floating around. Now, the definition of alert that I'm not going to use is the dog alerting you before there's any signs or symptoms that you're going to be sick. The definition that I'm going to use for an alert is the dog notices that you're having some symptoms, but you don't notice that you're having those symptoms. The dog picks up on those symptoms and alerts you to the fact that you're having, for example, an anxiety attack coming up very shortly. So that's the definition of alert that I'm going to be focusing on. So the way to teach an alert is first to teach a response. And a response is when you know you're sick and when you're having an issue, and your dog also knows it, they recognize it, and they respond to it. That's a response. And so the way that I train an alert is I first train a response. So I train my dog, for example, to come over and nudge me in the hand or something like that when I am anxious. And the dog is picking up on something, maybe my heart rate, maybe the smell of my skin, the smell of my breath, my breathing patterns. I don't really know what the dog is picking up on, but the dog will pick up on something. And so basically the dog will pick up on something. I train them to do the behavior that I want them to do for the alert, and then I reward that heavily. On their own, from then, most dogs are able to pick up on when you're having those issues before you're actually aware of yourself having those issues. So what you do is you keep a log of when your dog does the behavior that you've trained as an alert behavior and when you're actually having your symptoms. And most dogs, it seems, are able to pick up on that pretty well and be able to alert you to your rising anxiety levels before you would know that your anxiety levels are rising. And then at that point you can do a self-check, see, oh, like how's my heart rate, how's my breathing, how's my thinking going, and say, oh, my self-check has shown that I'm pretty anxious, so it's time for some deep pressure therapy or grounding or anything like that. So the first step to all of that is teaching the behavior that you want the dog to do to alert you. And so what I want her to do, since she's a small little dog, I want her to jump up and put her paws on my legs. And I should say that she already has been trained to alert to my anxiety levels when she's on the same level as me, like when we're both on the couch or when I'm carrying her. She's already trained to alert to my anxiety that way. So I'm hoping that I can broaden her job, I guess you would say, and get her to start doing it from the floor. So from the floor, I want her to jump up on my leg. So what I'm going to do is I have treats out, and I'm going to just try to encourage her to jump up on my leg the way that I want, and I'm going to click and treat when she jumps up on my leg the way I want. So, Hestia, come over here. Look up here. Look, I have a treat up here. Come on. Good. And notice I clicked just when her feet touched my leg. That's the behavior that I'm wanting. Eventually I'll try to get it for more duration, but right now all I want is feet on my leg. Hey. She's picking up on it pretty quick. Offering other behaviors. Come on. And one last one. Good girl. Very good girl. So that's the first step in our training, and I will post updates to this video and share with you how her training is progressing. Thanks for watching.